You see, when you leave vital evidence laying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip. No. November 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, courtroom number 2. Number 2. Is it this one? Wait, give me a second. Okay, is this one? I always have to check like which one it is. All right. Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why is this sudden ingress into my courtroom? Ha! A judicial assistant? And a woman, no less. The rule states that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to test— Look, bitch! It's a woman that's about to fucking turn this case around, you little shit! Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. Ha, you're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more. But, Your Excellency, I am most grateful. Yeah, bitch. Did you watch the Pokemon Presents? Yes, I did, and I'm actually really impressed with it. Very, very impressed with it. Who exactly are you? I'm sorry. There's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. What is it? A report about something? Written in English? Oh no, English! It's Giselle Brett's research. Oh, the Englishwoman's? After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper. I cannot speak today. Oh my god. Oh yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Oh, no, of course not. Special characteristics of curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? I swear to god, that's an actual word. The remakes already give competition to the OGs because it's not moving at 2 miles per hour, but the add-ons make it even greater. Oh my god, yeah. Like I'm just so hyped with just like all the revamp stuff that they did, extra new stuff that they put in, and then just the whole like just facelift they did on the game itself. Same to keep going to the original releases instead of the third releases though. Would have loved the Battle Frontier and extra areas. Yeah, that would have been nice, but I don't know. Curare? What's that? I've never heard of that word before. Yeah, me neither. Curare. Nope. It could be curare, surare, curare. I don't know. Curare. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. Ouchie, you sound a little bit sexist, sir. You want me to cut your dick off? So you can be out of court? There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. This is wonderful. Thank you. Giselle's report has been entered into the court record. Goodbye then, and good luck. This is old Japan. Sexist is what they do. I know, it's so annoying. God. You have... Can I speak, please? Okay. You have had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but... The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency. Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Mr. Brett? Yes, Your Excellency. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer? It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to... Bitch, your tea time can wait. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question, however. Bitch, he said, keep your fucking fake booty ass here in court. You're gonna stay, bitch. You're gonna fucking stay. I must ask you to treat that as an order. I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense. My apologies, dear lady. So, counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? My badge. My pin. I would like to address how pointy and shiny it is. Alright, obviously it's gonna be this, but let's examine this first. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of other regions have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Oh, okay. Affects instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death even in minute doses. Oh. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound such as inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Was it used in his anesthetic? And then, as they were drinking together, he died minutes later? Anyways, we'll find out. Is this one your excellency?
Yes!
Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison. What? Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel? A toxin known as Curare, Your Excellency. It's Curare to me. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What complete and utter nonsense? Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it. You wouldn't have done. What does that you wouldn't have done? Why does that sound wrong? What do you mean? I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Kira before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist? Ah, that makes sense. That's why all of the analyzing that he did, that Hosanaga did, comparing it with all the poisons and toxins and stuff that they have in their databases. This is old school Japan, so they're not going to be able to like cross-reference to other countries. So they probably did it within Japan itself, and because it doesn't exist in Japan, they didn't have any records of it to compare it to. Meaning that they thought there was no toxin. Correct. Which means no matter what test the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify Kira. Yes, see, I'm smart. Yes. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. Yeah. Ooh, things are getting juicy. Order, order, order! Counsel, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, Kira has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists. To lace their arrows? The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle, and it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Kira suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett? Oh, yes, Miss Brett. Doesn't that, Miss Brett, you have something to say?
Objection!
Trumpery. These aspersions are utter trumpery. These words are utter trumpery. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed. That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Paralysis. It causes paralysis. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it's the other way around. What do you mean, the other way around? The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that the Kira was used. Explain yourself, counsel. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible! Obviously, if a man lost all his strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects would go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscle that control respiration to fail. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. Oof. Oof. That is the worst. Oof. That's the worst. You can't do anything. You can't move. You can't. Oh my god. That's like sleep paralysis, but worse. See, oh yes, and Chibi Kiryu and the monkey ball. Oh my god, yes. Hands down. If I don't get the remake or Legends, because I get stuck playing them both a lot. I got them. Well, I pre-ordered both, but I don't know. We'll see. Sleep paralysis, but awake, right? That's hideous. To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly Curer poison. Thank you, Ryunosuke, for that. I appreciate your explanation. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Objection!
This is all very convenient, isn't it? Hit a what? Hither tofu. A hitterto. I don't know if the H is silent or not. That's the fucked up part about it. Hitherto? Hitherto? Hitherto. Okay. A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing? What a happy tale for the defense. I like how this game is going to teach me advanced vocabulary, and it's great. Oh, God. If I may. All these facts. You think you're so clever. Bitch. That legitimately scared me. That scared me. Like, holy shit. Oh my god. Old English and Japanese? Yeah, we're learning words. For real. It is you who must be taught. Of course. Dear lady. Oh, she is angry. So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it? What? You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act. Well, Mr. Brett, the feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules. Right. Apparently Mr. Brett doesn't think so. What's so funny? Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency. Yes, Mr. Brett? May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please? Well, yes, I don't see, why not? I swear to God, she's gonna drink it. Okay. She's gonna drink it to prove that there's no poison, right? But then $10, the poison probably has a low mortality rate? Or dissolves over time if it has liquid in it. Something like that. I'm expecting your weird voice whenever the writing comes up. Oh. Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys. Sorry? To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Yeah. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Yeah, cheers. Oh, cheers! I knew, you see, I'm fucking British. I knew she was gonna say cheers. Cheers. Yeah, drink it. Drink it. Die, bitch. Die, bitch. Die. Die. Yeah, drink that shit. Die. Die. Okay. Wait. What are you doing? Proving that it's not poisoned. No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. Yeah, she's alive still. Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned. $10 to poison dissolves in the water. So, no cure. The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying? You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Incredulous? I don't know. Fuck these words. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind. Yeah, see, either it's that or the poison was never in the bottle. That was a diversion. And I want to bet that the doctor was poisoned when he had his anesthetic. 100% when he had his anesthetic. Only based on the sole fact, because if you check here on the third entry, I think it's the second entry? No, third entry. Yeah. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. It could have been tested on the doctor, and then, yeah. But here's the thing, though. If it does instant paralysis, that's to say that she would have had to carry him inside, right? But I think it was probably such a small dose that it delayed the process just enough so that the doctor could walk into the restaurant and sit down. And then the moment after they did a toast, I want to say that's when the poison hit. You're right. The anesthetic was like Val any dose. Look, no, I am gonna go on the anesthetic. I'm going on the anesthetic. Even though it said it was like 2 or 3 hours before, whatever. I wanna go on the anesthetic route. I stay firm on my anesthetic theory. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett? I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries. Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given. Oh boy. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how? How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? I don't understand it. Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. There has to have been poison in that bottle. Doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. My thinking time. Come on, Ryunosuke. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water. Okay. If it's not the anesthetic, right? If it's... Fucking A! Okay. I can't think! Don't do this to me! Okay. Core record. Let's review this shit again. A poison made from the bark of trees. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent descent, even in minute doses. Oh, minute. I said minute. Minute. My ass fucking read it as minute. Why is the English language so goddamn garbage? Literally, minute. I think minute and minute are spelled the same thing. Shut up, Chaos. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Even in minute doses. So, okay. Instant paralysis, even in tiny doses. Alright. It's so stupid. See, the above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its believed that toxic is an anesthetic, however, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Wait, but if the route of entry has to be by a wound, wouldn't the burn mark on the doctor be the cause of death? Because if you think about it, if it's instant paralysis, right? He would have had his steak. You know, the waiter would have brought it out. He would have had his steak. I don't know how she would have liked or how she would have laced it with poison, but if he got burned, the minute he hit contact with the wound going in, that's when he probably would have went limp at that point because of the instant paralysis. And then from there, it would have been that. Because they drink water and everything like that. And if it's instant paralysis, I'm betting there's no poison in the bottle, but the wound wasn't. I don't know. I want to bet it's not in the bottle. An awkward peach. Hello, dude. I fucking love bread. Bread is amazing. I love bread with butter. I love French toast. I like garlic bread. I like toasted bread. Oh god. No, we can hold on to cheese. Cheese. I can't. I can do cheese, but not like eat cheese straight like that. I can't. Okay. The main entry point is through a wound. Wait, that's why she was able to drink the poison. Because she drank it, right? No, wait, no, okay, this is like big brain stuff right here, right now. Wait. Because medical report. Some kind of medical treatment. Extraction with the use of anesthesia. Extraction, he had a tooth. Sounds like just before he had to have a decayed tooth removed. They probably used a laughing gas so he couldn't feel anything. It's the latest in medical advancement. Yes, I've heard people talking about there's no idea of anesthetic. It says no food or drink other than water for 3 hours while the anesthesia wears off. Because he had a tooth extraction, that's a wound in the mouth. Okay, no, then there is poison in the bottle. Because he had his tooth extracted, there's a wound, he drank it, the poison went through the wound in his teeth, and then that's when he got paralyzed. The reason why this bitch didn't fucking drop dead paralyzed is because the main entry is through wounds. Meaning that it has to enter through the bloodstream directly. And because she doesn't have any wounds in her mouth, then she was able to drink it just fine without suffering the effects. And hi Yuki, how's it going? So that's how you were. Good to see you in the stream. Alright. Bless me for this option because I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try. Okay, this contains it contains poison. It has to. The culprit did put cure poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious?
Objection!
I am dead ass serious. Fool, are you blind? There's no possible way that a bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw Miss Brett drinking the water from it. That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think. And I believe that complication can be explained. How exactly? Yes, Miss Brett. See, no, I'm on this shit. I'm on this shit. Okay, I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Dude, no, I'm like hyped because I'm on this. I am fucking on this. Okay, very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed? The report. Because the report says so. It say it needs to be go through wound. And she no have wound. That's how she's able to drink. Okay? Present.
Yes.
The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report. That's right, bitch. Girl, you excited for that Ghost of Tsushima director's cut? I am, but I'll probably like watch. I wouldn't play the game again, to be honest. But I probably just maybe watch somebody else play it just to see the director cut portions, or just watch like a non-commentary playthrough of it just to see it, because I don't know. Because I have the PS4 version. I don't have a PS5, so I don't want to spend money to get it. I don't know.
Objection!
Shut up, ouchie. That's not a valid explanation. No. After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. Okay, well, then what's the point of being then just ask somebody to fucking translate it, you little shit. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency. I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the courts. You will direct us to the pertinent section, counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? I like how I froze. I'm like, oh, wait. Okay. Special characteristics. The above mentioned occurred with poison into the body. Blah, blah. Yeah, special characteristics. Special characteristics. I'm on point with this shit. I'm on point. Special characteristics. That's right. That's right. I got it right. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I got on the right thought process. Let's go. I'm hyped. We've been hearing a lot about this Kyrie poison, and it's left me curious about something. Oh, counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. Get to the point, please. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? I wasn't thinking on that. Look, you are too big brain, Ryunosuke. Stop making me look bad and just agree with what I was saying. Thank you. He's making me look bad. Okay, shut up, Ryunosuke. Just say what I was going to say. Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Okay, look. Why was my logic like fucked over by Ryunosuke? I mean, it goes down the same pathways to lead to the same conclusion, right? It still led to the same conclusion, but I'm mad that like he went a whole separate route around. Good gracious, counsel. No, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. Oh, Miss Brett, what happened, Miss Brett? You were like tea time this, tea time that. Now it's bitch get fucked time. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Curer enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. What? Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Curer's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little... Rapscallion! Oh my god! Okay, the bird threw me off. The swan threw me off. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Ooh, really? Me? Me. I'm the lawyer. Bitch, I fucking figured it out. I made the choice. I'm the lawyer.
Objection!
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it possibly... So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. What are you trying to say? Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. Schoolboyish? Flaw? As even your brain has managed to deduce, Curer is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. The gastric succus. These fucking words. Succus. Oh, yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they? I don't know. Gastric suckers. Oh, God. So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless, when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? Oh, but little do you know, I remembered he had a tooth extraction. And he has that goddamn wound in his mouth. That's right. Good gracious. That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no? But I do understand that you're about to get exposed right now. Order! Order in the court! Order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest... Yes, this Curer poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that. What? What is this? Welling up inside me. It's the diabetes. The diabetes is coming in. It's that sugar spike to give you the energy to say objection. I never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense. Almost rage-like. You took that in a different way. Look, you don't know how my brain works, alright? Almost rage-like. You better fucking say objection from the gut. all the way down. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Ooh, Ryunosuke, okay. I know how your brain works. Bitch, you better. The fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Objection.
Objection.
Ooh, yes! Objection. Ooh, yes! First objection, let's go. I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. I already know. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curer? Oh, and Super Fletch, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. And I hope you had an awesome stream session. It is the medical report card. Yes, I am betting 100% of my money on this.
Take that!
Take that! As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference. The toxic effects of Curer are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. And like I said, because I have the big brain, I called out the poison entering through his tooth hole, or his, I said tooth hole, through his wound, through his gums, from his teeth being taken out. His tooth hole. That's where the poison went through. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water? Inside? Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. It feels good when you're on point with the logic. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. Yep. So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. Oh, what happened to the what happened to the small brain that Japanese have, Miss Brett? I don't. Okay, see, let me read chat real quick before I get invested. Oh god, okay, yes. Hype raid. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm afraid to see what animation we're gonna see. But let's. Okay. Is she laughing? Like, British people when they laugh are creepy as shit, so I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile. That word. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip. No. this bitch. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. No! That is... What is it? What just happened? It's the Englishwoman. She just smashed that bottle. And in the Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder. Yeah, what the fuck? Bitch! Guilty! Just... guilty! Guilty! Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. This bitch. How could you... You won't get away with this. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle. Or not. You... And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic prints, I presume, dear lady. The gunshot. That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is a little schoolboy.
Objection!
No, you killed the victim that day, using Curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. Oh, okay. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Oh boy. See, she says that, but she forgets that Japan during this period is on the rise as a power, so bitch, you going to jail. Hush, remember video game logic. Oh my god. Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Ooh, Ashley PG, thank you so much again for the raid, and it's always nice seeing you drop in. Hope you had an awesome stream. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. This is going by so wrong. Thank you for the follow. Definitely a real person. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was so obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes, we've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. See, there's a problem with that. My head is kind of empty. In my head? Sir, I do not have any more ideas in my head. That was literally everything. You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend upon. Yeah, that was back then. I don't have that right now. Well, yes, that's true, but But I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. She's your psycho Karen right now. That's what she is. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell, every person in the room. Every little tiny particle that you saw with your eyes. Everything. Fuck me. Fuck you. Why are they doing this so early on the first case? Usually something like this is on like the second case or the third case. No, they just said bam. They literally shot the first case with every goddamn scenario and thought process in the entire Phoenix Wright game series. Literally the first chapter is literally like the Phoenix Wright in a nutshell. Want to know how Phoenix Wright is? Play the first chapter of fucking the Great Ace Attorney. And you will get the full dose of Phoenix Wright. 100%. What I saw, what I felt, what I saw in my special eyes, there's no color. There's no color. Okay, bullshit. 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 There's no fucking, it's black and white. There's no bullshit. Okay. Okay, look. I get it, this is his memory of it, but fuck, okay. So you saw blood there. Apparently that's blood. Apparently that's blood. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? Can you just... Why do I have to make a choice? Why is the game doing this to me? Why is it doing this to me? I can see the dust in the attic. Okay. I trust that there is a clue. Because if there's nothing, we lose, obviously. So I kind of have to go there's a clue or else we lose. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? That's because you forced me to, Kazuma. I didn't ask for this. You forced me to! Come on then, let's wipe the smug off that little Englishwoman's face with some evidence. Alright, I can't wait. I can wait, actually. It's been niggling? The fuck? Me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. What is these words? Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's Roo killer must have been is. Okay, I'm looking that one up. Yeah, niggling. I don't know what that is. Dr. Wilson's Roo killer must have been is. Right, see, I'm assuming it's the blood. Can I go in court record and check it out? No? Okay. Okay, it's obviously the detail that wasn't in the photo, which is here. So I'm gonna say it's this.
Take that!
Oh, thank God it's right. It's correct. Thank God. Inspector Hosanaga, answer me this. Slight pains or annoyances. Ah, okay. Why can't he just say that I have a nagging feeling? Why can't he just say that? Yes, what is it? He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wondered, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute. Where did... Look here, Karen. I'm tired of you fucking interrupting my reading and shit. Fuck you. Stop that. Where are you going with this, little boy? Oh my fucking god. It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw this scene shown in this a photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. What? Mm-hmm. Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that the blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Exactly, yep. Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon.
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
Oh, Hosanaga. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate, in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. Hosanaga. Why did you take the plate? You could have saved us all of this time if you just fucking left the plate where it was. Why did you take the plate? I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. You did what? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Hosanaga! Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Right, you see, why did... You didn't realize if we had that plate in the beginning, like, we wouldn't be going through... We almost fucking got convicted guilty because of your ass, Hosanaga. You didn't realize that, right? The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright. Sorry for the delay. Here's what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it? Of course there isn't. Quickly, Inspector. The blood, man! Show the court! Show me the blood! course. Examine the plate at your leisure. There's no blood. Okay. This is bad. 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 Fuck. This is bad. Okay. Yeah, there's no blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible. I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese people tell you. I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire, I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial. You said it like 6 times, Judge. No. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. Right, This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If this sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest. The plate of steak has been entered into the court record. Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? Let's find out if it was really a figment of your imagination. Alright. Let's examine the Steak-A-Roo. The Steak-A-Roo. Okay. What? Huh? What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of a bullion in a bouillon. That's funny. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means what? This means what? I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoei era, too. That would make it really quite valuable. It's well marinated in the juices as well. Like, what are you thinking? What? Are you thinking of eating it? No. But the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke. A Koban coin underneath the steak. There's only one logical explanation. I don't follow. This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat? No, it's not. It's a cow, obviously. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beef steak. It seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware. So this is the symbol of La Carnival, is it? La Carnival, yep. And then, that is it. Okay, so definitely it's something with the coin, right? Definitely something with the coin. This is it now. I've lost. Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. What? Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. because that is my nindo, my ninja way. Believe it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had to. I fucking had to. Oh jeez. I've been watching way too much Naruto lately. I've been rewatching it, so like that's literally the only thing in my head. And Derpy Damon, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright. Believe in myself, really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? Yes, I do, actually. That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? There's another clue. Because if we say no, we lose at this point. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that would reveal the shocking truth. Shocking truth of a gold coin. The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beef steak. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Mr. Bright, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. Yes. Yes, I agree. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beef is the new clue to be found? I mean there. Under the meat. The steak itself. Under the meat.
Got it.
It's under the meat! No, I'm afraid that won't do. That was ambiguous at best. When you're at it was under the meat! It was under! The answer's right there in front of me, I'm sure of it. So there's only one thing to do. Turn to stick over. It's under the meat! What do you mean? I already examined it. We already know there's a fucking gold coin there. What in the world? It's a fucking gold coin. That's what it is. We already fucking know. Stop acting you're surprised there's a gold coin. What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin of the hallmark. It's from Hoei era, I believe. We already did. I could fucking go back in history and we already talked about this. We literally talked about this. No, I mean, what is it? We read this dialogue already. We literally just read this dialogue. We literally, oh my god. We just read this dialogue. We literally read this dialogue. We read this. Literally word for word. Literally word for word. This is extraordinary, though. Yeah, this means that you didn't fucking pay attention to when I examined it, and you. Ooh, ooh. Can I present now without getting a mark, please? Because that was complete and utter bullshit. Okay, there.
Got it.
Fucking. Good gracious, yeah, that's the coin that we already fucking knew because I examined it already. Fucking. I hate this game. I really fucking hate this game. I hate this game so much. Good gracious, that's Koban? Yeah. Marinated in luscious bouillon. Yep. What on earth? A Hoei era one at that. Miss Brett. This is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Yes. Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
What a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
Right, I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meats? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare whole wheat koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. Oh my god, Kazuba. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel. A rare whole wheat koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway. Ooh, ow.
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up. The fuck? Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under that steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is... I don't know. Oh, no! I do know! It is this guy. For a lost Hoei-era gold koban coin at the time of the incident. Yes, sir.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute. I can't read today. Kyoryo Korikuta-san. I cannot fucking read. Kyori, as in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his koban coin when it happens, at exactly the moment the gun was fired. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoei-era koban, my prize coin. Then this Hoei-era koban, do you mean to tell me...
Objection!
You need to stop objecting. No, please. Why would Korikuta-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense. Yes, it doesn't make any sense, but we're about to find out. Which is why I'm asking to bring Korakuta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. How long is this trial? I can't believe you've come back round to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in this case. Dude, I have like 2 lives left. How the fuck are we still in trial? What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he is fiercer than a pack of wolves. Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs, forced to bear a false witness. But when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice. A worthless, withered antique. Yeah, see, why do you have a dagger on you, sir? Are you just gonna let him casually just hold the dagger in court like that? Nothing more I have to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop's owner's existence. Be that as it may, Korakuta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memory serves, have your... Oh. Okay, yes, that is his coin. Yes, that's it. The one, the very exact one that it is. The resplendent, splendiferous hallway treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be. As I thought. Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where? Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking the seasoned meat juices. Sandwich soaking? Seriously? Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Oh wait, Splendiferous was in the first game with what Mr. White Dude in the second case. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Second case, first game. I'll look it up later. Somebody concealed my hallway treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing. Yeah, I don't know who would have done that. Excuse me. Can I say something? Sure. Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly. I almost said in the butt. Nip it in the butt. Especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes. I took on the job of waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. Oh, so you mean to say Miss Brett is a thief too, So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid the Korakuta-san's koban is all too clear. What? Wait, what? What? I don't know, but I trust, I think. I don't know. What? What? I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us who is the despicable scoundrel that stole the Korakuta-san koban and hid it under the steak. Oh my fucking god. Okay. No, no, no. 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 So it's down to these three, right? He was looking for it, so no. I mean, it has to be her. She's literally wearing a mask. I literally think that that's the hint. Because she's hiding her face. I don't know. It has to be Giselle. I can't save. Wait. Oh, I can. Yeah, okay. Save. Okay. Let's save. Save. Okay, good. Save. I was afraid because in previous Ace Attorney games, you can't save. On situations like these, you actually can't save, so you're stuck. Okay. This one. Her. I feel it.
Take that!
Yes. Seems like a likely candidate for a koban thief. No, come on, Ryunosuke. Huh? You shocked me, Kazuma. Not as much as you shocked me. No one could have approached the table unnoticed, even if you're a crazy fool. You couldn't have missed that. I'm not sure you should be calling Korakuta-san a crazy fool, Kazuma. Okay. Maybe I'm on the wrong track here. Okay. Okay. Let me think. Okay, who is a despicable scoundrel that stole Korakuta-san's koban and hid it under the steak? Okay. Let's... Process of elimination. It's not the girl. Who was near there? It's... either Satoru Hosonaga, because he's a collection freak. He may have hid it because it was dropped, and then he probably maybe took it, and then hid it under the steak so he could take it. I don't think it's the sergeant, because I don't think the sergeant was anywhere near him. He was busy looking for his coin, so it can't be him. And then Giselle, I guess, because we would have seen her, like, go over, I guess, and do that. I had a quick question. Oh, what was your question? Let's see. Sergeant was same table. Yeah, Sergeant was the same table as Korakuta, right? So both of them couldn't have seen it. Or couldn't have done it without being, like, noticed. Man, first trial. Fuck the first trial. I'm about to lose. Okay, oh, where did you play Honey Pop? Oh, it is on my YouTube. So, if you type in exclamation YT in the chat, you can, get access to my YouTube channel, and you can watch all my episodes there. But yeah, I post on there. Yes. On YouTube. La. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, the sergeant. Oh fuck me. Okay. Okay, during the commotion, the old man was looking for his coin. He was all over the floor like, oh my god, where's my coin at? And then Sergeant was all like, I saw everything happen. He just said he saw everything happen. And then this guy, he was serving. He was a waiter, but like, he's also an investigator. Wouldn't he? But why would it be the sergeant though? That literally makes no sense. So everything happened and then got it proved, and then it got proven he didn't see jack shit. You know what? That is true. That's right. See, part of this, what makes this hard for me to like connect everything is that I play this only once a week. So I literally have to like reach at memories. Cause like, honestly, like me, I would be playing this on one playthrough, right? But I'm literally like reaching for shit. And it's really hard for me to remember, especially like since I'm playing this only once a week, going through and playing other games too, you know, like recording other games, doing other stuff. I keep mental notes of those, of where my progress is at. Like it's a little much. So then this, I'm not gonna fucking remember the small details. This is why I'm here. Yes, I thank you. I thank you very much. But yes, you're right. I remember now. Yeah, we proved that he didn't see jack shit because like because he was claiming that he saw us shoot him, but then we debunked that because of the position of the body and all that stuff. Yeah, and everything, yeah. Alright. Yasanosa. Do you have something to say about this, sir?
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be you, Sergeant Yasanosa. Okay, this case. How? How dare you? You monster. Monster. I stole that koban, did I? I am the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was Ido. Ido is the mastermind behind all this. Of course, the baby. Babies grab things. Babies fucking grab things, of course. It wasn't even the alibi, Chaos. It wasn't even the fucking, it was the baby. It was the baby. You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son? An innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Imagine, it's the baby. Oh. Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iyasanosa preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir? The fuck? Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remain in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his koban? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. A veritable phantom thief you are. I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Idle too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. Right. See, they would have washed it and... oh god. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, Miss Barrett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Oh my god. May this esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency. That was so dramatic, ouchie. Come on, just... and then he gracefully puts it down, and then... like, dude, come on. Jesus. Indeed. The theft of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would clearly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. He now has warrior mustache for real. Yeah, he does now. Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well... And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. What? No! No! And good day. No! You better say some shit, Ryunosuke. I see that face. What's Ryunosuke? What's the matter with you? This is no time for date. He literally did the Pika face. Just. He literally did the Pika face. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over. Do it now!
Hold it!
That's right. Wait, Miss Brett! What is it now? I'm afraid, just one last time, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Attention!
What new student nonsense is this? Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Is it the... Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction. I'm going to need to see evidence, counsel. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it? I am so going to get this wrong. I'm really going to get this wrong. Wait. That's the wrong plate of steak, isn't it? Because it doesn't look like knife marks. Those look like bite marks, actually. I knew the cuts of steak look kind of weird, though, for it to be like fork and knife. Can I, like, examine the thing itself? No, don't lift! Oh. No, 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 no. Okay. No. Okay. It's the steak, yeah. Because how it looks like it's bitten into. Because if this is her meal, then that's to say that she bit into it. This is like reaching for me right now. I hope I'm right. Yeah, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that. I think it has to be this.
Take that!
The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed, yes. Go on! My heart. My heart. Most accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Now you're just splitting hairs. Not true. Doesn't something about this steak strike you as very unnatural? Yeah, the bite marks. Unnatural? What on earth do you mean? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what exactly, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself. Then take a good look at this steak. In particular, the edge where it's been eaten. It's been bitten into. As you can see, there are very clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, couldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
But what is your actual point? I like how we're like, yeah, you know what? No, the steak has teeth marks. It has all these things. And then Ouchies over here is like, but why though? Like, what? Why though? What's your point? Oh, okay. He's actually spitting out some facts now though, because I'm a little lost in the logic sense here. But I kind of get it. It's just, it's really fuzzy right now. But it's just like, oh god, it's typical Phoenix Wright stuff. Like, it's just like super outside the box thinking. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Of course, of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave everything to- shut up. I've heard enough. How irritating. What? Oh, you irritating little spectacled samurai relic. Oh, damn. Of course, dear lady. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Ooh, did we rustle your jimmies? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks and the stake have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? No. I do not. Yes, now at last it's all come together. Don't make me do this. Don't make me choose. The mysterious teeth marks and the steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. I don't want to pick. I really don't want to pick. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Everything? Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to the conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Oh god, I don't know. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been? What? Wait, what? But just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean that evidence does not exist.
Objection!
This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
Ooh, objection. I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. Hosonaga. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Please? Fucking please. Let me save. Fucking I'm tired of like panic saving. I'm tired of panic saving. Just end my misery, please. Just end it. End it for me now. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about the whole affair? Okay. No. Ask me Hosonaga. He said himself, he takes all of the evidence and he keeps it to himself from a crime scene. He's a crime scene klepto. That's what he is. So it has to be him. It has to be. That's it. And there's no females allowed in the courthouse, so it can't be our lady friend here. It can't be. So yeah, it can't be her because she was shooed away. She gave us the only evidence that we needed. That was literally her only role. Hosonaga, give me the evidence that you hoarded away.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga. What? I have it? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes. It better be right. Because I'll lose if it's wrong. You think I haven't withholding conclusive evidence? Bitch, you withhold the steak. Yes, I think you're withholding conclusive evidence. That's yeah, that's why you're having a fit right now. No. I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Korakuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it. Oh, you watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Yeah, he slipped it under the steak, meaning that's... I mean, yeah, that's his steak. Obviously, yeah, that's his steak. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Tension affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. Yes, that's a steak. Hey, what is up, GDX? What kind of animal straight up bites into a steak? I don't know. Because I even haven't done that. Like, I don't know. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection.
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over. Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, See, I hate it when Ace Attorney does this shit. You did switch the plates? Okay, yeah, he did. Okay, good. Thank you. Because if he said no, I'll be losing my shit. Well, after it happened, the, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then, when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So, when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. He's like, alright, you shut up. Let me explain. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. Oh my fucking god. Of course. Of course. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable! However, fear not, Prosecutor-san. What now? I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, that is all I did, sir. All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant. You know, I just only stole something from people and stole from, like, establishments. Literally, in my entire life up until this court, but that is all I did. That's it.
Yes!
At least he didn't kill anybody. So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on, back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosanaga. You better have that steak. Yes? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Ooh, Miss Brett. Ooh, Miss Brett's about to crack. That's correct. Ooh, we're getting to the end of this. Then please present it to the court now. Chop chop. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
What can that possibly tell us now? A bitch? You're gonna get exposed. That's what's gonna tell us now. I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
No, you're not wriggling your way out of this, out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon? Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No. You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe that the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Exactly. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beef steak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. I swear to God, if he dies, I'm gonna be like so mad. Yes, sir. Ooh, okay. It's getting to an end. It's getting to an end. Sorry for keeping you. And there's the blood stain. Here is the other steak and its plate with the beautiful blood stain added for flavor. Please feel free to examine it. I already know exactly what I'm going to examine. The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the table shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim. And that poor table is probably like cracked and about to break. It can't be. In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. Yep. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you. That's right. Bitch. Oh my god, the swan. It died. Is dead. Outdone by a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No. No. Would... Oh, look at the little chickies. Okay, that was amazing. That was amazing. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Oh my god, that was great. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time for you. I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. Yeah, we exposed you. It was I who took the professor's life using Curaire. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because Curaire is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you'd decide to come over and greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Curaire in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirts. Right. Under your skirt? So I was right, there were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which she had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang! Bang, 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 bang. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though, at that point, he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd pick up the gun. This case was so complicated, Jesus Christ. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. I win. I won the case. We cracked this cold case open. Your Excellency. Yes? I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? I shall call on you. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. You almost ruined his life, bitch. What do you mean I hope you can forgive me? The fuck? Longest first trial in the series, by the way. I looked up. Yeah, I feel it. I know it's the longest. This is hands down the longest first trial ever. Hands down. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement? Hell yes. Hell fucking yes, you better be in agreement. This can't be. Takasuchi Ouchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Bitch. Ryunosuke Naruhodo? Yes? This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. You about to cut his friend open. Okay. Okay, that's funny. Cut his hair. Let's go. Why are weapons allowed in the courtroom again? 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. He predicted the future because every Naruhodo's descendant has wiped the floor in court. Apparently. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. I thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. I can't say it. Oh my god. Methodology. I can't fucking say it. I literally can't say it. After all, it has been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. And every Ouchi descendant has been smeared across the floor by Naruhodo descendants. Exactly. Wait, except for Apollo, because we still don't... No, well, I mean, Apollo is not related to Phoenix. I don't think he is. He's not. Apollo's, like, from some different family line, I think. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A future of law awaits, but what it would look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. Right. I understand, Your Excellency. Is he gonna kill people? The fuck? What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind. Ooh, I think there's gonna be something dark that's gonna happen later on. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes. And you, I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you. He doesn't know about luminol. Right? It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty. Ooh, And throwback from back then when I did Ace Attorney, the not guilty dance. Not guilty. This court is now adjourned. Thank you. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. We did it! Very long case. Very, very long. Holy shit. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants Antechamber 5. 22nd November, 2:46 p.m. I think we started this at, what, like 9 a.m. in-game? I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do any... Thank you so much. Yeah, because if you didn't come in, we would have lost. If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Oh yes, of course. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Speaking of Mikotoba... Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed a true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh, yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University. What, wasn't it? I like how now that the heat of the court is died down, like I'm starting to stutter again. I was so hyped up. Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Yes, go to Britain. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but don't tell me that she's not going to be put behind bars because of country differences. Because of the fact that she got convicted here, but because she's not on her home soil, she can't be put behind bars. So she has to be transported to her country to be tried. Is that the case? But what do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's a true culprit after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. then stop her. The fuck? I don't know your name and I'm new to your stream, but I watch you on Honey Pop. What games do you play? Hey, what is up? Jasavi. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm glad you like my Honey Pop playthroughs. But what games do I play? I play a lot of games. Apex Legends. I'm playing Ace Attorney right now. And of course, tomorrow I'll be playing Pokemon Unite. But I've played a lot of games on this stream. I do plan on uploading pretty much all my playthroughs onto my YouTube. It's just that scheduling and stuff makes it a little tricky for me to just like upload all of those VODs and stuff like that, because I have to go through them, edit them, and render them and all that stuff. But once those get done, I'll be uploading those onto my YouTube, so there'll be plenty of more games for you guys to see and things like that. But if you want to see what games that I'll be playing and stuff on stream, just check out my schedule. If you type in exclamation schedule in chat, and you can see my schedule and what games I'll be playing for that week. Let me see. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai. See, but stop her. What? Shanghai? Stop her. Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Yep, jurisdictions. I knew it. I fucking knew it. She's protected by jurisdictions. Inspector Hosonaga. Exactly what I was saying. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom. In the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... Okay, that's great and all, but what is all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan because she's not within the jurisdiction legally. What? We can't try her? But then who? Who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then why so long as it's not a serious incident of a highly... Then so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that? Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of what? Comeuppance? 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 In danger of comeuppance? I think it's comeuppance. I don't, okay, yeah. I think it's comeuppance. I don't believe it. Comeuppance. Okay, so I said it right the second way I was trying to pronounce it. Yes, okay, cool. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. Right. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming. And we're the ones driving it. Yes. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But Professor, you're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. I call first dibs on the shots. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? When are you gonna be known you're undercover, sir? Let's not worry about the details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, La Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, finally. Have you ever played Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, or Terraria? I have played Minecraft, yes. I played plenty of Minecraft. Stardew Valley I did actually play on stream a long time ago. I haven't played any of the new updates, but I kind of fell off with Stardew Valley. Yes, I played Animal Crossing. I played it for a little bit for the first, I think like for the first like 2-3 months since it was out. I did a giveaway too as well. And then Terraria, I haven't played it, but I did watch a friend of mine play it, and he pretty much speedran it. But I just watched him play it, because that's definitely a game like I don't see myself playing. But I was planning on uploading some Minecraft stuff in the future on YouTube eventually with, well, modded Minecraft, eventually in the future. But yeah, that's it. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Yeah, like, what was her motive? She didn't really give her motive. Alright, no problem. Thank you for stopping by, Jisabi. I appreciate it. Let's see, Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke. I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. I have a huge feeling that Kazuma is going to be the endgame prosecutor. And I'm holding my word on that. He's going to be an endgame prosecutor. Watch. Watch. Final chapter is going to be Kazuma as a prosecutor. Watch. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help but think that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it, for being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. I was trying not to think of believe it. I really was. I was like, don't think of it. Don't think of it. And it's like Naruto's face is like in my head of like, don't think of it. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in, even then. Well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. Yeah, thank you, sir. My best friend. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. Ooh, what that might be. What would that be? It sounds serious. What is... you're still here, are you? Go away! He was gonna tell me something important! Go! Oh, Inspector Hosanaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. You should just tell me right now. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Right. Yes, that too. So my very first trial came to an end. That was a long-ass fuck trial. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosanaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. Ends. The end. Ends. We ended. Ooh, defense debut awarded. Yay, I got an achievement. Yeah, save my progress. Save my progress. My progress. Yes. Alright, saved complete. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I really do. My voice is tired and I feel dead inside. But we finished this case. The first case. The longest case, hands down, in Phoenix Wright history. I've played every single Phoenix Wright game. Every single iteration of Phoenix Wright. Spin-offs and everything too. And Cat Lag 234, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But I played every single Ace Attorney game. And this, hands down, is the longest first case of my entire fucking life. 3 whole weeks of doing this. The trial had 3 parts. 3 parts. 3. Part 3 being probably the longest. But that was fun. That was hype. That was really good. They nailed every element in Phoenix Wright history in that first case to prepare you for what's going to happen later on. I will be upset if this first case is the hardest case in the whole entire game. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I'm tired. I'm sure you guys are tired. I will see you guys later. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.